said, drinking by the youth is now seen as a desired forbidden fruit, a badge of rebellion against authority, and a symbol of adulthood. I don't think that lowering the drinking age will make an impact when we drink in America, but I do believe when we turn 18 and become an adult, we should be able to make adult decisions without any negative consequences. When we are 18, we can consume nicotine, but we can't consume alcohol, and I think we should be able to consume both at the same time when we turn 18. We are one of the only countries where drinking is not allowed when we are 18. Today I want to talk to you about why I think we should lower the drinking age, and I don't think that it will make a negative impact on what people do. And I think when we become 18, we are considered an adult, and so we should be able to make all the adult decisions. I'm sure people here have heard stories or been to a party where people are underage drinking, and it's not a safe environment to be at because at any given moment a cop could come and you could get in a lot of trouble for being underage drinkers. It's not safe for you or anyone around you, and I just don't think it is a good way to have a good time running from cops, and it's not safe either. So I've been researching this the past couple of weeks, and I found some things that I would like to share with you. First, I'd like to talk to you about if we can sign up to go to war, then I think we should be able to buy alcohol. Second, I think that if we can consume nicotine at the age of 18, we should be able to consume alcohol as well. And the third thing I'd like to say is that if we are underage, we're forced to drink under unsupervised areas or environments, causing more danger. So to begin, why are we allowed to sign up for war but we can't buy alcohol? When we turn 18, we get to make most decisions besides one. The one decision we can't make is to buy alcohol. We can sign up to go to any military branch in the United States and be trained to protect our country, but we can't buy alcohol. This just doesn't make sense to me because I believe that going to war is way more important than buying alcohol. And if we live in a society where they think drinking is more important, then I think it's wrong, because I feel like going to war and killing people and dying for your country is more serious and way more important. We get to do mostly everything with politics when we're 18. We are now allowed to vote and to fight for our country. We get to make decisions that impact what happens in America. I think if we are allowed to do those things, we should buy alcohol. We get to kill in the act of battle, and we get to vote to see who runs for the president and to run our country. I think if we are allowed to do that, we should go out and be able to celebrate with our friends every once in a while. If we are mature enough to go to war, then I think we should be mature enough to handle a beer whenever, wherever we want. Next, I'd like to talk to you about tobacco, and if we can consume tobacco at the age of 18, I believe we should be able to consume alcohol as well. Imagine if we made the age 21 for tobacco. Would it make a difference? Smoking causes more deaths in America than drinking each year. And we are still able to go out and buy cigarettes and smoke them at the age of 18. Why? Why are we allowed to go out and buy something that kills us more than alcohol does? The same theory applies to voting. What if we raise the legal age for voting to 21? Would it affect us, and would it make a difference to the voting? What if we made the legal age for tobacco 21 as well? Do you think that there would be less deaths in America? CDC.gov states over 5 million people die each year of tobacco use, and drinking causes 100,000 each year. So that just clearly shows tobacco kills more people than alcohol does, and so I think the decision is wrong here. We also have the right and responsibility to make decisions for ourselves. We have that responsibility to go out and make decisions like going out and buying cigarettes and smoking them because we are an adult at the age of 18, right? So why don't we have that same right and responsibility to go out and buy alcohol? Why is it that when people are walking down the street with a cigarette in your hands, you don't think twice about it? But if someone's walking down the street with a beer in their hand or a bottle of liquor, then all of a sudden you become concerned. And when you when you smoke, nicotine goes into your lungs and you get a sort of buzz. It might not be the same buzz as alcohol, but when you take a drink of alcohol, you still get a type of buzz as well. Next, I'll have to talk to you about underage drinkers and how they're forced to drink in an unsupervised environment because they're not 21. I believe that if they were of age, they would go somewhere where it's more safe because they're legal, and that's where it's accepted, so people would go there and wouldn't be judged for being underage. When you're of age, people want to go to a restaurant or bars, somewhere where you could be social with your friends and drink. So, but underage drinkers aren't allowed to go there, so they go somewhere where no one knows they're drinking, where they're unsupervised, at like a house party. And it's not safe for them, and people really don't care what you do, so they're not really looking out for you. In 2008, Dr. Hansen states, ever since we made the legal age for drinking higher in the 1980s, young adults drink more abusively. I feel like if we were able to drink at a younger age, we would be more responsible, and we can go somewhere where it's more safe to drink, like a bar. If you go to a bar, there's bartenders there, and there are security guards there to watch you and make sure you don't make any mistakes, like driving home drunk. They're there to help you and to cut you off if you had too much to drink. And plus, if you're going to a bar, you don't want to make a fool of yourself in front of everybody. You want to know your limitations so you don't drink too much. If you're at a house party, no one's really there to make sure you get home safe. They're there for themselves and to get drunk and have fun with their friends. They're not looking out for who's going to get home safe and who's going to call a cab for them to get home. It's just little things like that. So in conclusion, those are just some of the reasons why I believe we should lower the drinking age to 18. I'm not here to promise you that there won't be as many drunk drivers or DUIs, but I think that lowering the drinking age would make people be more safe. They would go somewhere where they're safer to drink and not make any bad decisions because they are underage. I believe if we can vote for the president and if we can fight for our country, we should be able to buy alcohol. I believe that when we're 18, we have the adult responsibility to make things, make decisions like drinking. And I believe that we the people deserve that right to be able to go out and drink when we're 18. And I don't think it's fair that that right is taken away. Thanks.